What are we talking about today, Sarah?
Well, today is our first day of our Skincare on Monday segment. We still haven't figured out a name. So if you guys have name ideas out there, we still need help with a name. We're doing skincare. It's going to be on Mondays now. We're going to do ingredients, and we're going to talk everything we can about skincare. So if you guys have any name suggestions, let us know. We really need some help.
One of the things that have changed, and it used to be when we were on Fridays, we were doing home spa days because people were locked in. We wanted them to have an opportunity to use that to take care of their faces, and when they did go back to work or whatever, they could go back with the ta-da factor and taking really good care of their skin in this time. But now that people are going back to work, we thought that the best thing that we could do for our audience now is to educate them ingredient by ingredient. You really, the best way to make a decision about your skincare is to know everything about all of it. And that's a big task, but it's not a big task if we break it up into bite-sized segments on Mondays.
Yeah, sounds great. And skincare is tough. It's hard to understand how to stack your skincare, what ingredients you need, based off your skin type, and just everything about skincare is hard. And knowing if what you're applying to your face is even good for it. So,
and skincare make that even more complicated. Your skin changes. I mean, every day you wake up to different skin because your environment is part of what makes your skin and creates the climate of your skin. So if you go to bed and it's raining and it's been really humid, your skin is going to have a different character than if you go to bed and it's hot and dry and maybe you're running your air conditioning. Or
the winter time and you have that dry heat. Oh, my skin.
Or you're on an airplane. Or you spend time in the sun. Even though you use sunscreen, it's going to make your skin oilier to be in the sun than to not be in the sun. So your skin character or how it appears day to day is something that you need to challenge to be the best it can be, not by using the same products over and over and over. You need to know what products you can salt in a little bit for and let's say that you want to take a approach that where you are looking at your skin and you're thinking, well, I haven't been eating right, and I've been really stressed, and my skin looks dull. What is the prescription for that? And I think what we're talking about today is a great thing to talk about because you can look at the character of your skin and say, I need a fix.
Yeah, if somebody were to come to me and say, I need help because I have dull skin or uneven skin tone, what we're talking about today would be my exact answer and what they needed.
Or I need I'm going to a high school reunion of people I haven't seen in 50 years, and I need a quick solution on how to look better than I do right now because I haven't been taking care of myself.
And
what would that be, Sarah?
What
would the ingredient be that will help you achieve that?
That's what I was getting into. Today we're going to be talking about AHAs and BHAs, what the differences are and how they both can come together and really give your skin it's going to give you that radiant effect. It's going to give you that flawless, even skin tone. It's going to help with uneven skin tone. So really, we're talking everything AHAs and BHAs. And I know you probably hear AHAs a lot. Maybe BHAs you don't hear about so much, or you hear salicylic acid. Those are one and the same kind of.
And I think that the skincare industry has done all of us consumers a disservice by going to this alphabet soup. AHAs, BHAs, CC cream, BB cream.
BHAs.
Yeah, exactly. So really, we're here to break it down today, once and for all.
So AHAs stand for alpha hydroxy acids, in case anyone is wondering out there. And I did just jot down a few little tips that I wanted to run through for each of these and kind of what the difference is and how they both do the same thing, but how they do different things. So we're just going to go write down my quick little list. So AHAs, they're water soluble. They exfoliate.
That's an important point. because BHAs are, compare and contrast. When we get to BHAs, they're not water soluble. Why is having that water solubility important versus something that could like seep through oil? Well, because you want to get the deepest possible penetration. And when things are water soluble and you put them directly on your skin after, the way we always talk about putting on these products after a shower, while your skin is still moist, so it can just go right in deep, following that path of moisture.
So the next big talking point about AHAs is the exfoliation, and they remove those dead skin cells, and that's really where you get that dullness, because you have that buildup of dull skin, and it's just dead skin sitting on your new fresh skin, making your skin just look a little dead and dry. So really, AHAs are helping lift that right off.
They do help lift it right off, but they also speed up the conveyor belt. How we talk about your skin is like a conveyor belt, and you have a little factory in there, and it's making this fresh, new, perfect, beautiful skin, and then it moves kind of up the line to where it ultimately you find it on the surface of your skin. By the time it hits the surface of your skin, it's gone through its life cycle, and at that point, it's just they call it the horny layer. It is a dry layer of skin on yourself.
Yeah, and that was going to be
that activity.
And my next talking point was that cellular turnover, and that's what we want, is that fast rate of cells turning over, because as we age, it starts slowing down, which we need to keep it going. We need to keep turning over those cells, which is the main
factory. And Sarah's factory, it's revved up. It's working nicely.
Mine's working better. It's starting to slow. My factory is starting to slow down, so I need to keep it going.
Yeah, your productivity in your factory, the level is at a what? 9?
Yes.
10? Well, my level is at a 2. So, those of us who are of any age, we can't afford not to be adding these ingredients to our food.
Well, of course, bringing it back to me, my age, I don't want to lose any of my productivity. So I just want to
mention the fact that you see a dramatic improvement in your skin when you use it. Your skin is beautiful, but when you use these products, even I know, I compliment you on how radiant your skin is.
AHAs are just a miracle. They're a miracle skin product, and you have to be incorporating it into your routine if you want that radiant, glowing looking skin. I mean, that's all there's really to say about them.
And by the way, I know that we've had these conversations before, but I think it's worth mentioning. People will say, you can mash up strawberries and get, a nice AHA mask. No, you can't. No, you can't. Stop putting food on your face if you want to speed up your chemical exfoliation. Food on your face, maybe, yogurt, add some lipids or whatever, but you can't crush up strawberries or apples, slap on your face, and think that you're going to get this AHA benefit, because this is a highly specialized, advanced formula of these AHAs that are made from certain ingredients like fruit or milk or what am I missing? I can't recite these always as perfectly.
Well, glycolic acid, we have lactic acid, we have citric acid, tartaric, malic. I mean, all of those terms you've probably heard.
Grapes.
Grapes, apples. I mean, there's so many different types of acids that
but do not grape your face. Graping your face won't do what you want it to do.
No, I do not recommend smashing grapes on your face. Maybe smashing grapes into your drink.
You can do it with your feet, like the I Love Lucy segment, stepping on grapes. And but when her feet got out of that grape path, they did not look as fabulous as if she used an AHA body cream.
Now, another really great thing about AHAs that I want to make sure we do not forget to mention is they are amazing when it comes to hydrating the skin. So just one of those last talking points, if you're somebody with drier skin, AHAs, they kind of have, I don't know, kind of I want to say just not a bad story, but they have a little misconception that they're really great for oily skin, but they're also really great for dry skin.
Yeah,
You know, they
the whole oily versus dry matters not.
right.
And when you say they're great for hydration, I want to give you a terrific example. Those of you who have aging parents, and not you, Missy, because you know we're already kind of there. But when you get really old, if you notice the skin of an aging person, it looks like parchment, and it looks like dry paper. It has lost its moisture barrier there. If you use AHAs or give them AHAs for this purpose, to change the outer texture of the skin, you will see that improve dramatically.
Yeah, I feel like there's such like a misconception about there, including BHAs. You know, a lot of people say AHA and BHAs are for people with oily skin, but that's not true at all, because it helps hydrate the skin as well. So I just want to make sure that there's no misconceptions out there. AHAs are great for needing to hydrate the skin, and they are also great for oily skin. So they really, all skin types can use AHAs. It's an incredible ingredient. Now that we've talked about all of the tips for AHAs, I think we should hop on over to BHAs, because BHAs, once again, they have this misconception that salicylic acid, the misconception that it's only for oily skin, but it does wonders for mature and dry skin as well.
It is a go-to for mature skin because it's gentle. It is a absolute necessity. Now, I've always heard the misconception about BHAs that I've always heard is, you know, it comes from aspirin. No, it doesn't. Aspirin and BHAs are both derived from willow bark extract. So if you can't take aspirin for your stomach, whatever, I can't. BHAs are perfectly fine to use on your skin. But I'm not a doctor. It's your doctor's advice.
I'd never even heard that it came from aspirin. That's an interesting one.
Well, they both are derived from willow bark extract.
Right.
So I think that's where the misconception is. But, you know, you're not going to get it. And I've also heard people say, well, dissolve aspirin in your toner. Don't do that. Get yourself, if you want salicylic acid, or if you want beta hydroxy salicylic acid, get yourself a product with that in it. Don't dissolve aspirin in your toner.
And when you said beta hydroxy acid, I want to make sure everyone knows that's what a BHA is, beta hydroxy acid.
And just in case. It's salicylic acid. They're kind of all, it's the same.
Yeah. So the next thing I wanted to talk about with BHAs is that they penetrate really deep into the skin. So that really helps with your pores. If you have blackheads like me, BHAs will really help, because it just,
you know how they penetrate really deeply?
Why?
They are, this one is a lipid base. Salicylic acid, as you just mentioned, is oil based, right? Your skin has a lipid barrier. And so within your skin, once you hit that lipid barrier, you want even deeper penetration. Then you need this oil-based molecule that goes in there and gets things working again.
It clears out all those pores, helps get bacteria out, helps with inflammation. I mean, BHAs, so amazing. I've been using some form of salicylic acid since I was like
11.
Yeah, the moment I started getting into skincare, salicylic acid was one of those things that I made sure every single day I use to really just help clean out my pores.
Don't think about it. Even though if you go into a mass store, like a Target, and you're looking at skincare and you spend some time mulling over the ingredients, you'll see that a lot of anti-acne products have salicylic acid in them. Now, some people might say, oh, well, if this is for acne, as a mature woman, I don't have acne and I don't even have oily skin. I can't use it. Oh, yes, you can, and you should.
Yeah, it's such a weird misconception that I don't know how that got started, but it's such just a misconception that has been created within the skincare industry, but it's really great for all skin types. I mean, AHAs and BHAs are really great for everyone. So just keep remembering, we're teaching all about skincare, and you're going to get all the tips, tricks, and you're going to know how to best treat your skin.
Well,
And
speaking of a tip or a trick, Mary Beth has a question. She wants to know, are AHAs and BHAs in serums or in moisturizers?
Well,
the answer is
yeah. Yeah. A lot of times our moisturizers will have things like lactic acid, which is another hydrating type of acid. But yes, you can find them in both. Serums are usually going to be better just with penetration, and they also go on.
I'm sorry, Sarah, go ahead.
And I was going to say that your serums come after your toner, so it's going to help with that. So I would recommend having a really great serum with strong AHA, BHA benefits.
And what I was going to say about moisturizers is sometimes when we're formulating a moisturizer, and let's say we add a nice rich oil to the moisturizer for anti-aging purposes, we'll put in salicylic acid to balance that, to make sure that we don't cause any disruption in normal skin activity. So the salicylic pulls back the effect of the oil and allows it to moisturize without causing any kind of a breakout. So sometimes you'll see them in both.
And you could probably see it in toners, cleansers. I mean, really, they try to sprinkle in, a lot of the mass market brands try to sprinkle it in to cleansers and toners to make a claim, but really
be careful about the cleansers, because you can put solid gold in a cleanser, and you think about how you use it. You put it on your face, and then you take it off your face. So I wouldn't worry too much about cleansers.
What's the real benefit if you're just going to take it right off? So that's why we're recommending a really great AHA, BHA serum that just really penetrates your skin, gives you all the benefits that it has to offer.
Well, Sarah, do you have a really great AHA, BHA serum?
Of course, we have a really great AHA, BHA serum. This product was really kind of the whole inspiration behind today's live, which is the Alpha Advanced Ageless Elixir. Let me make sure you guys can see that. This is an AHA, BHA serum. It has all of what we talked about. It has all of the benefits we just talked about. It's a really great elixir. So it's not going to be a heavy serum that like gel-like consistency that just sits on your face. No, this one.
No stickiness.
This one really just penetrates.
Heavy water.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that's showing.
And your skin will just slurp it in.
Yeah. So I really recommend something that's like a lightweight serum that can really help penetrate with AHAs and BHAs. I mean, this one, we're talking a ton of different acids. It has so many different types. If you guys want to do some research just on your own, you can head on over to Color Me Beautiful. It's under the skincare and then anti-aging. It's the first one you'll see on the website. And if you look at the ingredients, you will be blown away. Now, I know us saying it is kind of like, oh, of course they love it. They helped design it and create it. But do this for yourself. Go on over to Color Me Beautiful. Look at the ingredient deck. You will be amazed at all the amazing skincare ingredients that are in it.
And it's like we often say, if you can take that ingredient, please take the ingredient deck and then search it on Google and look at the products that have similar ingredient decks. And what you will find is that the prices of these formulas that are this well designed and stacked and perfectly formulated are through the roof. And ours, I like to say, are moderate to crazy exciting value. So we got nothing to hide. And speaking of which, hi Linda, hi Michelle, it's good to see you.
I'm so sorry, I'm not on our public listing, so I can't see everyone who's saying hi. Let me grab it.
Well,
Mary Beth, hello, Michelle, Linda. Thank you guys for being on today. I'm so sorry.
On Monday, we didn't expect anybody to join us today on a Memorial Day. We just thought we would post this for filming late, the video up later. But thank you so much for thinking of it.
Yeah,
that we're here.
And if you guys have any questions about AHAs or BHAs, let us know. We'll be happy to answer any questions. And the last thing I wanted to make sure we talked about: when do you apply your AHA serum?
Right after cleansing. So the thing about the serum, and some people, there are a couple of schools of thought on applying serums versus moisturizers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past, I have said, put your costliest ingredient first. But if you've got a insanely expensive SPF 60 or something, that's bad advice. So I'm changing what I'm saying. Put your serums on first, from lightweight to heavier weight.
Mm-hmm.
I can.
Mm-hmm. So remember, after you've done, you want to have your face completely cleansed. So this is almost like an exfoliator. You could treat this as an exfoliator as well. So really, you want to do it right after you've cleansed your skin. You've gotten rid of any dirt and debris that's left over, and then you want to
double cleanse your skin.
Mm-hmm.
We're embracing that now. It's working.
Yes.
Fantastically.
If you guys have any questions on double cleansing, we did a whole video on how to double cleanse and why it's so important. And I mean, I had no idea before I actually did the research on double cleansing that certain cleansers, oil-based or water-based, only take away certain debris. That's why it's so important to double cleanse. But we have a whole video on it. If you want us to link it, we will. Sorry on the side note, but after you cleanse, that's when you want to apply your serums, because we want them to really penetrate into the skin and do the most for our skin. So we always recommend that.
Suppose you are, and which is my regular routine, you're using the alpha beta serum that you were just holding, the alpha elixir, and then you're using vitamin C. The texture will tell you what to put on first and what to put on second, because the vitamin C is almost like a light cream gel. The lightest cream you can imagine. And this is more watery, like a watery gel. Like it's not really a gel. It's not that heavy. It's super light.
Right.
So you put that on first, and then you follow that with the heavier product, which is your vitamin C, and that's what I do.
This is about as lightweight of a serum as you can get, because we really wanted to make sure you guys were putting this on first, because we want
penetration.
Right, because we really want to make sure that we're getting all of that dirt and grime out of our pores, but also making sure those AHAs are diving deep into the pore and helping increase your cell turnover. So really, we made it as lightweight as we possibly could, because we want to
remember, girl, the BHAs are diving even deeper than the AHAs. So this is a serious deep dive skin preparation.
So this Alpha Advanced Elixir is amazing. Once again, if you are somebody that you want to help, just increase your cell turnover, make yourself look younger for longer. That's what these AHAs are going to help do. They're also going to help if you have dull skin, you want to look more radiant, it's going to do that. If you want to also, if you have texture on your skin, I have a lot of texture on my skin. Well, not right now. But growing up, I had a lot of texture, like those bumps you get kind of on right here. I wanted smooth, baby soft looking skin.
Dry patches. Even dry, texture comes in a lot of different varieties. And like I have been getting, since I've been wearing a mask when I go out, I've been getting dry patches around my nose. Why? I don't know. But again, if I use my alpha beta or my elixir, it goes away.
Yeah. Increase that cell turnover. That's our number one priority. Increasing that cell turnover, keeping our skin looking younger, longer, as long as possible. Yes. Our production. We need to keep our productivity high.
Yeah, keep that self-productivity up. Love it.
I wanted to give a quick shout out to Kim. Thank you for following us. And I will make sure to send you the link for double cleansing as well. It's really interesting. I didn't know how important it was, but double cleansing is, now that I've realized, I've been doing it every single day just to make sure I'm now getting any water-soluble dirt and oil-soluble dirt out of my skin. So really important to double cleanse. And I will make sure you have that link. It will scare you a little bit, just realizing what
I've been in this business for 30 years or more, and more. And I didn't do it, and even though throughout my entire youth, people were saying, shampoo your hair twice. First you shampoo it, then you rinse, then you shampoo again. Okay, I followed that religiously. I didn't really know why. And then, Sarah, when you hit me with this double cleansing and taught me why it was important and what it would do for my skin, makes total sense.
Mm-hmm. So we will make sure we link double cleansing. We don't want to scare you, but it is extremely important. Now, and I don't see any other questions left to answer on our feed right now. So you guys,
testimonial, Michelle says she loves the Ageless Elixir.
it's good. It's really good. I love just after using it for a couple nights, your skin is like textureless. You just look as soft and as smooth. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love this product. And it has so many different AHAs in it. It's unbelievable. So really,
it's like an American salad.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like a fruit salad.
Yeah.
Everything you with a little willow bark thrown in. So that's like the croutons. We got a little
my
crouton on
goodness,
top.
what a delicious recipe, Sarah. It sounds like something you would cook in your vegan kitchen.
I don't know. I think it might be a little too earthy for me.
I thought nothing was too earthy for you.
I don't know. I haven't tried cooking with bark lately, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to give that one a try.
Well, when it's in this particular elixir, our skincare is cooking with bark. Looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, getting all those grapefruit acids. So if you guys have any other questions, we don't want to be on here too long. I know you guys are enjoying
your day off.
Yes, you're enjoying your Memorial Day, and we thank you so much for being on. And if you have any other questions or comments, feel free to leave them. We're going to, right after we get off with this, we're going to hop on over to our comments and we'll answer everything. So we'll see you in a little bit. And don't forget, Wine About It is going to be Wednesday. So if Kim, I know you're new. If you want to talk color, best colors for you, what your skin tone, your eye color, your hair color, how it translates into finding your season, that's what we talk about on Wednesdays. So if you want to come join us on Wednesday, we'll be here at
wearing the right color. It is said will make you look 10 years younger, just like that.
Yep. So we would be doing Wine About It on Wednesday, and that's always at noon. And once again, if you guys have any other questions, we love talking skincare. We love talking color. Let us know. We'll be so happy to answer any questions. And we'll see everyone on Wednesday, and have an awesome Memorial Day.